6 years ago, we took our boys to Costa Rica for a summer. We wanted to get into rainforests, check out the waterfalls, the volcanoes, hot springs, and do a lot of surfing. We ended up renting this house at this surf break called Bahuco, which is about 30 minutes south of Jaco. We did not know how dangerous this wave was. Only in retrospect did we realize in our whole time there, we never saw anyone else surf this wave. I thank God that none of my kids got hurt on this wave, but I got pretty hurt on the wave. It's this ripping barrel that just pounds into the sand, and one day I went over the falls and I landed on my head on the bottom of the beach. And when I came to, I blacked out. I thought I'd broken my collarbone. My left forearm felt like it was on fire. A lot of pain. I didn't know what exactly was going on. I just knew it was not good. I didn't know how bad it was, so we got back to the States about a month later and realized I'd actually fractured my C7. I'd split it in two, broken my neck. Wow, it could have been so much worse. Sheesh. I'm actually really grateful it was only as bad as it was. I had a lot of nerve damage. My left hand shriveled up for 6 months. I had to wear one of those very fancy braces, and I was in a lot of pain for a long time. But I've reflected on that a bit lately because we're right at the 6-year mark of that happening. And there's a few lessons I'd like to throw out, suggestions for you in light of that story. Number one, healing is hard. Like if you just get a minor cut or a bruise or something, healing is not that hard. Your body just kind of does what it does. But if you get deeply wounded or really broken, healing hurts. Like the months of PT that I had to go to, that the therapist would twist on my neck. It hurt so bad. It hurt worse than the injury. And I would hit him and go, "You're gonna break it again. You're gonna break it again." I had to trust that he knew what he was doing. If you had walked in, you would have thought, why is that doctor hurting you? He was healing me. It's just healing is hard. Number two, life is misleading. Like all that pain in my hand, if you just touched my finger, it felt like you were shoving a knife into it. But there wasn't anything wrong with my hand. It was just all because of nerve stuff that were jacked up because of what was happening in my neck. I never would have thought the problem was here, not there. Just like I never would have thought that wave was that brutal. Under the surface, there's a different story than up above. And it just makes me think before diving into anything head first, it's probably good to really check out what's going on under the surface because things below are not always as they seem. And then the last thing is number three, alignment is everything. When you're in alignment, wounds still hurt, but wounds heal. When you're out of alignment, even the smallest little grievances can become very, very painful. Now, alignment does not mean allegiance. I've seen firsthand what happens when organizations get out of alignment. Alignment is cooperation towards a common cause, several different things moving in the same direction. Allegiance is loyalty and duty, commitment to a person or a cause. I'm not talking about allegiance. I'm just talking about alignment. So in your life, on your team, in your company, if things just always seem harder than they ought to be or hurt worse than maybe they should, check your alignment. Just like the tires on your car, there's gonna come a lot of wear and tear if things aren't in alignment, and things do have a way of getting out of alignment over time. This is one of the things we work on in coaching, both organizationally, interpersonally, and personally. Living in alignment with our vision, with our purpose, with our values. It's something we'd love to explore with you. If you feel like maybe your alignment could use a tune-up too.